Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shah, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shah, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shah. Shalom to the elect of Israel, you Hebrew Israelites, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, West Indian, and Haitians. Gotta give all praises and glory to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shah, Bahashim, Rakak, Quadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who rule well, who teach well, and a sincere salutation to all the occupants pushing this truth throughout the four winds of the earth, waking up the hopeful elect. And shalom to the Awaf who are listening and learning. I'm Isaiah, coming into another lesson in true facts, faith, and edification. And this is the gathering of the nation of Israel, the gathering of the remnant of Israel, the elect. This is the gathering of the elect of Israel. The Lord's witness be edifying. So, the Lord is gathering his elect, and he say, those that hear the word shall come together. Okay? The lost sheep, the scattered, shall come back and be joined as one body. So, the first verse I'm going to read is Deuteronomy, because this is where it all started at. This is Deuteronomy, and I'm going to read chapter 4. This is Deuteronomy chapter 4, verse 27. And it reads, And the Lord Yahweh shall scatter you among the nations, and ye shall be left few in number among the heathen, whether the Lord Yahweh shall lead you. Okay, and this links up with Baruch. I'm going to read that next. And there ye shall serve gods, the work of men's hands, wood and stone, which neither see nor hear, nor eat, nor smell. But if from thence thou shalt seek the Lord Yahweh, thy power, thou shalt find him, and if thou seek him with all thine heart and with all thy soul. So the Lord say, but if from thence thou shalt seek the Lord Yahweh thy power, thou shalt find him. Now what it say in Baruch? In the land of their captivity they shall remember themselves, right? It say, if thou shalt seek him with all thine heart and with all thy soul. Now, let's read Baruch chapter 2, which is Baruch saying the same thing that Moses wrote in Deuteronomy the 4th chapter. This is Baruch chapter 2, and I'm going to start at verse 28. As thou spakest by the servant Moses in the day when thou didst command him to write the law before the children of Israel, saying, and this is what I just read to you in Deuteronomy 4, okay, that was written by Moses. If you will not hear my voice, surely this very great multitude shall be turned into a small number, which I just read to you, Deuteronomy 4, read again. And the Lord shall scatter you among the nations, and ye shall be left few in number among the heathen. So back in Baruch chapter 2, right? Again, verse 29. If ye will not hear my voice, surely this very great multitude shall be turned into a very small number among the nations, where I will scatter them. For I knew that they would not hear me, because it is a stiff-necked people. But in the land of their captivity they shall remember themselves, and shall know that I am the Lord Yahweh power, their God. For I will give them an heart and ears to hear, and they shall praise me in the land of their captivity, and think upon my name. So I tell you that we was going to know the name of the Heavenly Father, okay, which is Yahweh in the ancient Paleo Hebrew. And return from their stiff neck and from their wicked deeds, for they shall remember the way of their fathers. That's what Job 8 and 8 say, seek out your fathers, right? Which sin before the Lord, and I will bring them again into the land which I promised with an oath unto their fathers, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Doesn't mention Esau. And they shall be lords over it, and I will increase them, and they shall not be diminished. And I will make an everlasting covenant with them to be their power, and they shall be my people. And tell you that in Hosea 1 and 10, and also tell you that in Romans chapter 9, okay? And I tell you that in 2 Corinthians 6 and 15. And I will no more drive my people of Israel out of the land that I have given them. Okay? This is about the gathering. Now this is matter of fact, since I'm there, might as well read it. This is Baruch chapter 5 and verse 5. And it reads, Arise, O Jerusalem. It say, now remember these words. It say, Arise, O Jerusalem, and stand on high, and look about toward the east, and behold, thy children gathered from the west unto the east by the word of the Holy One, rejoicing in the remembrance of power. For they departed from thee on foot, and were led away of their enemies, but power bringeth them unto thee exalted with glory as children of the kingdom. Okay? So remember, the Lord say, Arise, O Jerusalem, which is who? You so-called Negro, Latino, Native American, West Indian, Haitians. Now, real quick, we're going to jump, because this is beautiful, man, because this is the gathering of the elect of Israel. This is Micah. Ruth just said, Arise, Jerusalem, right? This is Micah chapter 2 and verse 10. Arise ye and depart, for this is not your rest. Because it is polluted with what? Chemtrail, GMO food, LGBTQ, okay? Contaminated waters. On every level, these Edomites are trying to destroy us, man. The devil we know with their Teflon, okay? Got Jake eating out of these, what they call so-called non-stick skillets and all this cookware, man. Okay? It is polluted. It shall destroy you even with a sword of destruction. Right? So everything about this place is polluted, man. The Lord said, arise, right? So I won't go too far, because I'm gonna go back into Michael a little bit. So this is Zephaniah chapter 2 and verse 1. This is what it reads. Gather yourselves together, yeah, gather together, O nation not desire. Who the Lord talking to? You so-called Negro, Latinos, Native Americans, you West Indian and Haitians, man. Okay, you 12 tribes of Israel. Before the decree bring forth, before the day pass as the chaff, before the fierce anger of the Lord cometh upon you, meaning the Lord finna come and destroy this place, man. Okay, so he's telling you elect, hey, gather together, man. Wake up, man. Take heed to the words of his men that he have said that. Take heed to his messengers. Before the day of the Lord's anger come upon you, right? Seek the Heavenly Father. It reads on, Seek ye the Lord Yahweh, all ye meek of the earth, which have wrought his judgment. Seek righteousness, seek meekness. It may be ye shall be hid, you shall be hid in the day of the Lord's anger. How you going to be hid? When you read Psalms 91st chapter. Read Psalms 91. It tell you that you shall be covered, you shall be under the shadow of Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shah. Okay? And he's going to give his angels charge over thee, man. Okay? To keep thee. So he says, seek him now, so you will be hid in the day of Jacob's trouble, man. When these Edomites come down with great wrath. Because it tell you in let me see, what is that? Isaiah. You see the 50. Is it 59? Yeah, Isaiah 59:19. So they shall fear the name of the Lord Yahweh from the west, and his glory from the rising of the sun. When the enemy shall come in like a flood, right? So my point is, Jacob trouble is when these Edomites are going to come in like a flood, man. Okay, martial law, concentration camps, race riots, all these things are going to be happening. Okay, so the Lord say, seek him that you may be hid in the time of this trouble, man. Because the Lord uses Esau, Edom, the Edomites is what? His sword, man. Okay? To do what? To bring judgment down on the 2/3. So when the enemy shall come in like a flood, the spirit of the Lord Yahweh, Ba'ashim Yahushua, shall lift up a standard against him. Okay? Against who? The elect, the remnant. So you don't want to be the part of that, man. Okay? Now, going to Zechariah chapter 2, right? So the Lord telling Jake, the elect, hey, rise up and depart, because this is not your rest, man. So this is Zechariah chapter 2 and verse 6. It say, ho, ho, come forth and flee from the land of the north, which is where? Babylon the Great, North America. Saith the Lord Yahweh, for I have spread you abroad as the four winds of the heavens, saith the Lord Yahweh. Deliver thyself. He said, deliver thyself, O Zion, which is who? The monument of Yahweh, okay? The elect of these so-called Negro, Latinos, and Native Americans. The elect of you, man, okay? Deliver thyself, O Zion, that dwellest with the daughter of Babylon. Now, when you go to Psalm 137, starting at verse 7, it tell you that what? Esau, Edom is the daughters of Babylon, man, okay? The Lord said, deliver thyself, O Zion, you Israelites, the elect, that dwelleth with the daughters of Babylon. Okay? So hey, come out of this place, man. Spiritually. You can't flee here physically, man. This is talking about a spiritual fleeing, man. But the Lord said, wait ye upon him until he rise up to the prey. Okay? So this is Isaiah 43, and I'm gonna start at verse 6. And it reads, matter of fact, let me start at 5. Fear not, for I am with thee. I will bring thy seed from the east and gather thee from the west. I will say to the north, give up, and to the south, keep not back. Bring my sons from far and my daughters from the ends of the earth. Okay? Even every one that is called by my name, for I have created him for my glory. I have formed him, yeah, I have made him. Bring forth the blind people that have eyes, and the deaf that have ears. Let all the nations be gathered together, and let the people be assembled, who among them can declare this, and show us former things. Let him bring forth their witnesses, that they may be justified, or let them hear and say, it is truth. Who are the Lord witnesses? The northern kingdom and the southern kingdom, man. But the elect out of those 12 tribes, okay, talking about the elect. Now this is Isaiah 34 and 16. And it reads, seek ye out of the book of the Lord Yahweh and read, no one of these shall fail, none shall want her mate. I mean, there's no other book that you can compare with these scriptures, man. No other book, man. For my mouth it has commanded, and his spirit it had gathered them. What spirit? The spirit of Yahweh, Bahashim Yahushua. Has gathered who? The elect, man. Okay? Bringing them back, man. Okay? Uh, the tabernacle of David, which is fallen, man. Okay? The breaches are being closed, man. Okay? The spiritual temple is being built, man, in front of you devil's eyes. But the point is, his spirit it has gathered them. Gathered who? The elect. Okay? This is Baruch chapter 5, verse 5. Read it again. And it reads, Arise, O Jerusalem, and stand on high, and look about toward the east, and behold, the children gather from the west, which I just read to you in Isaiah, unto the east by the word of the Holy One, rejoicing in the remembrance of power. So the word is gathering the elect. That's my point of this lesson, man. It's this word that's gathering them, okay? So again, going back, read again, Isaiah 43 and verse 6. I will say to the north, give up, and to the south, keep not back, bring my sons from far, and my daughter from the ends of the earth. So this is about the gathering of Israel, man, the elect. And how are they being gathered? What did Yahweh say? This is John chapter 10, verse 27. And it reads, My sheep hear my voice, and I know them, and they follow me. Okay? So the Lord word is being heard. His elect hear the word, man. Okay? And they are gathering up, man. This is going back to Isaiah, man. Isaiah 49. Isaiah 49. And I'm going to start at 1. And it reads, Listen, O isles, unto me, and hearken, ye people. It say, From far, the Lord Yahweh have called me from the womb, from the bowels of my mother have he made mention of my name. And he have made my mouth like a sharp sword. In the shadow of his hand have he hid me, and made me a polished shaft. In his quiver have he hid me, and said unto me, Thou art my servant, O Israel, in whom I will be glorified. Then I said, I have labored in vain, I have spent my strength for naught, and in vain, yet surely my judgment is with the Lord Yahweh, and my work with my power. And now saith the Lord Yahweh that formed me from the womb to be his servant, to bring Jacob again to him. To bring Jacob again. Okay? What was the first time when we came out of Egypt, man? Thou Israel, be not gathered, yet shall I be glorious in the eyes of the Lord Yahweh, and my power shall be my strength. Okay? This is verse 6. And he said, It is a light thing that thou shouldest be my servant to raise up the tribes of Jacob, and to be restored the preserved of Israel. I will also give thee for a light to the Gentiles, that thou may be my salvation unto the end of the earth. Thus saith the Lord Yahweh, the Redeemer of Israel, and his Holy One, to him to him whom man despised, to him whom the nations abhorred, to be a servant of rulers. Kings shall see and arise, princes also shall worship, because of the Lord Yahweh that is faithful, and the Holy One of Israel, and he shall choose thee. So I'm going to jump down to verse 12, right? It reads, Behold, these shall come from far, and lo, these from the north and from the west, and these from the land of Sinim. And when you look up Sinim, it go into um, parts of China. As a matter of fact, let me look it up real quick. Let me punch this in. Isaiah 49. Was that verse 12? I think he's talking about China, if I'm not mistaken. Isaiah 49 and 12 in the blue letter, right? Go to the word Sinum, just to make sure before I continue. It says Sinum, H5515, and it says Sinum, thorns, a people living at the extremity of the known world may be identified with the inhabitants of southern China. Right, facts. Okay? So just to go to prove that point, okay, I just had to go to that real quick. So it's verse 14, it say, but Zion said, the Lord have forsaken me, and my power have forgotten me. Verse 15, can a man forget her sucking, can a woman forget her sucking child? No, that she should not have compassion on the son of her womb. Yeah, they may forget, yet will I not forget thee. And that's what Yahweh shot. That's what Yahweh Bashim Yahweh shot saying. Yahweh say, I will not forget you. I scattered you. Okay? Hey, a woman that got a child, a sucking child, okay? A woman ain't gonna forget her sucking child, man. That's impossible. So Yahweh was saying, he have not forgotten you, man. Right? The Lord has not forgotten you, man. So this is let me go to Deuteronomy 29, because I also want to bring this out in the lesson that I was doing about the gods of the other nations, because this is a major reason why the Lord scattered us. This is Deuteronomy 29 and verse 16, and it reads, for we know how we have dwelt in the land of Egypt, Salakia, for ye know how we have dwelt in the land of Egypt, and how we came through the nations which we passed by. This is one of the verses I wanted to get. How when I was saying in my lesson how we walked with Moses through the other nations and we saw them worshiping these other gods, these idol gods, right? Deuteronomy 29:16. For ye know how we have dwelt in the land of Egypt, and how we came through the nations which we passed by, and ye have seen their abominations and their idols, wood and stone, silver and gold, which were among them. Right? We seen these things. Lest there should be among you man or woman, or family or tribe, whose heart turned away this day from the Lord Yahweh our power, to go and serve the gods of these nations. Lest there should be among you a root that beareth gall and wormwood. Okay? So that's what happened with Jake, man. They started worshiping the other gods, man. Yet this day in the land of our captivity. So I just want to bring that out, because this is why the Lord scattered us, because we start following the ways of the nations, which he said in Leviticus, which I read in Leviticus 18 chapter, don't do these things, man. The Lord Yahweh said, I separate the nations from you so you wouldn't do these things. But yet Jake still did it anyway, man. Okay? So just had to prove that point. Now when you go to, let me go to Ezekiel 36, but this is about the gathering, man. We are being gathered every day, man. Jake waking up every day. Okay? And until the elect is sealed, we gotta dwell here in the land of captivity. This is Ezekiel 36 and 24. For I will take you from among the heathen, and gather you out of all countries, and will bring you into your own land. Then will I sprinkle clean water upon you, and ye shall be clean from all your filthiness, and from all your idols will I clean you. A new heart will also give you, and a new spirit will I put within you, and I will take away the stony heart out of your flesh, and I will give you an heart of flesh. And I will put my spirit within you, and cause you to walk in my statutes, and ye shall keep my judgments and do them. Okay? And ye shall dwell in the land that I gave your fathers, and ye shall be my people, and I will be your power. Okay? These things are coming to pass, man. It's happening right now, man. The Lord is building up the tabernacle of David, which was fallen, man. Okay? And he's closing the breaches, man. And guess what? Like I read yesterday in my lesson, Ezra chapter 4, verse 1, you heathens cannot be joined into this church, man, this ministry. Okay? You cannot come into this, man. This is only for the elect on this side of Israel. But overall, this is only for the Hebrew Israelites, man. The 12 tribes of Israel. This is matter of fact, let me go to this one. This is Ezekiel chapter 11. I'm gonna start at 16. And it reads, therefore, thus saith the Lord Yahweh power, although I have cast them far among the heathen, far off among the heathen, and although I have scattered them among the countries, yet will I be to them as a little sanctuary in the countries where they shall come. Little sanctuary meaning the elect, man. Okay? Like the brother was saying in South Carolina, man. The 2/3 is always more than the 1/3, man. So Yahweh said he's going to be a little sanctuary, man. To who? The remnant, man. Okay? On this side. On this side. Only the remnant, man. Verse 17. Therefore say, thus saith the Lord Yahweh power, I will even gather you from the people and assemble you out of the countries where ye have been scattered, and I will give you the land of Israel. Okay? And they shall come thither, and they shall take away all the detestable things thereof, and all the abominations thereof from thence. Right? So it ain't gonna be no more wickedness, man. Everything gonna be done in righteousness, man. Okay, but this is about the gathering of Israel. And you Edomites that's talking about you can be joined into this, you can't, man. This is not for you. Hey, it's hard to understand. That's why Peter said, when you read 2 Peter 3, I think it's verse 16. Matter of fact, let me see. Let me read that real quick. But let me go to it. Yeah. 2 Peter 3 and 16. As also in all his epistles, speaking in them of the things in which are some things hard to be understood, which they that are unlearned and unstable wrestle, as they do also the other scriptures, unto their own destruction. So these Edomites is trying to find a way to get in when they can't, because just like Peter said about the epistles of Paul, they are hard to be understood to the unlearned, man. So you can't understand these scriptures because this isn't for you, man. Okay, Daniel 12 and 10, the Lord say only the wise will understand, the wicked will not. And we know who the wicked is according to the Bible. The Edomites. So, hey, you can't be joined to this, man. You can try to bring yourself, you can try to make yourself part of this because you think the Gentiles that Paul went to is talking about you heathen nations. It's not, man. The Lord said he is our Lord, our power, and none else, man. Okay? This is Ezekiel, back in Ezekiel chapter 11, verse 20. That they may walk in my statutes and keep my ordinance and do them, and they shall be my people, and I will be their power. But as for them whose heart walk after their heart of their detestable things and their abominations, I will recompense their ways upon their own head, saith the Lord Yahweh power. And that's talking about you 2/3 that want to keep following out the ways of Esau Edom. That's why Isaiah 13 and 15 say, them that are joined to the heathen shall fall by the sword. Okay? Let's go to some matter of fact, let me get Matthew's real quick. This is Matthew chapter 25. And I'm gonna start at verse 31. And it reads, when the Son of Man, which is Yahushua, shall come in his glory, and all the holy angels with him, then shall he sit upon the throne of his glory, and before him shall be gathered all nations, and he shall separate them one from another. Now, if anybody and everybody can be saved, why is Yahushua saying when he separate them, man? Okay? When he separate them, man. Because the Lord say this in Luke, man. This is Luke chapter 12 and verse 51. Suppose ye that I am come to give peace on earth, I tell you nay, but rather division. Division. Back in Matthew 25 and 31. When the Son of Man shall come in his glory, and all the holy angels with him, and they tell you that tens of thousands chariots, even thousands of angels is coming with Yahushua. Then shall he sit upon the throne of his glory, and before him shall be gathered all nations, and he shall separate them one from another, as a shepherd divided his sheep from the goats. Okay? And he shall set the sheep on his right hand. Because what did Yahushua say? He came to seek that which was lost, man. Matthew 10 and 5, Matthew 15 and 24. He only came for the lost sheep of the house of Israel. And he shall set the sheep on his right hand, and the goats on the left. And the goat represent who? Esau, Edom, man. Starting with Alexander the Greek, man. Okay? And then you got 2/3 of Israel that going to be joined to these Edomites. So they are goats as well. Then shall the king say unto them that on his right hand, come, ye blessed of my Father, inherit the kingdom, prepare for you from the foundation of the world. Meaning those are the predestined. When you read Ephesians 1. Okay, it's also in Romans. When you read Ephesians 1, starting at verse 4, tell you the predestined that was with Yahushua from the beginning. Okay? That's why I say again, inherit the kingdom, prepare for you from the foundation of the world. Now you turn on verse 41. Then shall he say also unto them that on the left hand, depart from me, ye cursed. Who are the cursed? So all you Edomites is talking about you can come in too. No, you can't, man. The Lord said you are profane and you outside the temple. Okay? Now also 2/3 gonna be cursed on this side, and they gotta come back in the kingdom as babies. Okay? Because there will be sex in the kingdom, man, for you stupid idiots out there. Then he shall say also unto them that's on the left hand, depart from me, ye cursed, into everlasting fire, prepared for the devil and his angels. Who is the devil? Diablos, the deceiver, the accuser. Okay? Who is that? The Edomites, man. What did Cain say? What did the Lord tell Cain? Matter of fact, let's get it. Go all the way back to Genesis chapter 4 and read it. Just the point. This is Genesis 4 and it's a 10. Genesis 4 and 10. And he said, what hast thou done? The voice of thy brother blood cried unto me from the ground. And now are thy cursed from the earth, which hath opened her mouth to receive thy brother's blood from thy hand. The Lord talking to Cain. He said he was cursed. Okay? Who else is cursed in the scriptures? Let's read it, man. Isaiah 34. Isaiah 34 and 5. And it reads, For my sword shall be bathed in heaven. Behold, it shall come down upon all Idumea, which is Edom, and upon the people of my curse to judgment. So, back in Matthew 25 and 41, then shall he say unto them that on the left hand, Depart from me, ye cursed, into everlasting fire prepared for the devil and his angels. And who's also going to be joined with them? 2/3 of Israel. Right? So, this ain't for you, man. This ain't for you Edomites. This ain't for none of you heathen nations. This ain't even for the 2/3, man. That's why Paul said this, man. In Romans chapter 9 and Romans chapter 9. Let me see what verse it is. Romans chapter 9 and verse 6. Not as though the word of power have taken none effect, for they are not all Israel, which are of Israel. Let you know that this is only for the elect. So you jump down to verse 27, Romans 9:27. Isaiah also cried concerning Israel, though the number of the children of Israel be as the sand of the sea, which he's quoting from Hosea 1 and 10, a remnant shall be saved. That's it. A remnant, man. Okay? Only a remnant, man. And you have a one, if you're from the tribe of Judah, from the tribe of Benjamin, from the tribe of Levi, from the tribe of Manasseh, from the tribe of Ephraim, from the tribe of Asher, from the tribe of Issachar, you have a 1 in 12,000 chance to be part of the remnant, man. Okay? So this is a scary thing, man. That's why Paul said this as well. Romans 11 and 7. What then? Israel have not attained that which he seeketh for, but the election have obtained it, and the rest were blinded. So the 2/3 is going to be blinded. So if 2/3 can't get this, how the hell are you heathen nations going to come into this, man? It don't make no sense. Going on. This is Psalms chapter 147 and verse 2, and it reads, The Lord Yahweh doeth build up Jerusalem. He gathered together the outcasts of Israel. He gathered together the outcasts of Israel. Hold that thought. The Lord is gathering together the outcasts of Israel, man. This is Isaiah 11 and 11, and it reads, In that day, Salakia, and it shall come to pass in that day that the Lord shall set his hand again the second time to recover the remnant of his people. Why say again the second time? Because the first time he brought us out of Egypt. Okay? Again, Isaiah 11:11. And it shall come to pass in that day that the Lord shall set his hand again the second time to recover the remnant of his people, which shall be left from Assyria and from Egypt and from Pathros and from Cush and from Elam and from Shinar and from Hamath and from the islands of the sea. What islands? Cuba, Puerto Rico, Dominican Republic, Haiti, Trinidad, right? Jamaica, South and Central America, man. All these different islands, okay? And he shall set up an ensign for the nations and shall assemble the outcasts of Israel and gather together the dispersed of Judah from the four corners of the earth. Listen to this. This is Isaiah 11:13. The envy also of Ephraim shall depart, and the adversaries of Judah shall be cut off. Ephraim shall not envy Judah, and Judah shall not vex Ephraim, but they shall fly upon the shoulders together. Okay, the northern kingdom and the southern kingdom shall fly upon the shoulders of the Philistines towards the west for servants. They shall spoil them out of the east together. They shall lay their hands upon Edom, you so-called white people, and Moab, you so-called Chinese, and the children of Ammon, you so-called Japanese, shall obey them. And the Lord Yahweh Bahashim Yahushua shall utterly destroy the tongue of the Egyptian sea, which is you Edomites. And with his mighty wind shall he shake his hand over the river, and shall smite in it the seven streams, and make men go over dry shod. And there shall be an highway for the remnant of his people, which is the Israelites, you so-called Negro, Latinos, and Native Americans, which shall be left from Assyria, like as it was to Israel in the day that he came up out of the land of Egypt, man. Okay? What's a precept? Because it said that Ephraim shall depart, and the adversaries of Judah shall be cut off. Ephraim shall not envy Judah, and Judah shall not vex Ephraim, but they shall fly upon the shoulders together. Okay, the northern and southern kingdom. Now, when you go to Jeremiah 3 and 18, it all links together, man. Jeremiah 3 and 18. In those days, the house of Judah shall walk with the house of Israel, that's the northern kingdom and the southern kingdom, together. And they shall come together out of the land of the north. Where the hell is that? Here, Babylon the Great, North America. To the land that I have given for inheritance unto your fathers. Okay? Come on, man. Hey, this is the gathering of the elected Israel, man. And it is beautiful. Now, this is Psalms 107. And I'm going to start at verse 1. And it reads, Give thanks unto the Lord Yahweh, for he is good, for his mercy endureth forever. Right? Let the redeemed of the Lord Yahweh say so, whom he hath redeemed from the hand of the enemy, and gathered them out of the lands from the east, and from the west, from the north, and from the south. Okay? From the four corners of the earth, man. Okay? Listen, man. This is the gathering of the elect of Israel, man. And you heathen nations has nothing to do with this, man. You are not a part of this. And in closing, Ezekiel 36. Ezekiel 36 and Ezekiel 39 and 23. And it reads, And the heathen shall know that the house of Israel went into captivity for their iniquity, because they trespassed against me. Therefore hid I my face from them, and gave them into the hand of their enemies. So fell they all by the sword. Okay? According to their uncleanness and according to their transgressions have I done unto them, and hid my face from them. Therefore, thus saith the Lord Yahweh power, now will I bring again the captivity of Jacob, and have mercy upon the whole house of Israel, and will be jealous for my holy name. Okay? So, to all you Idumeans that thought you had a good thing, guess what? Your ass ain't finna be destroyed, man. This is Ezekiel 36 and 5. Therefore, thus saith the Lord Yahweh power, surely In the fire of my jealousy have I spoken against the residue of the heathen, and against all Idumea, which is you Edomites, you so-called white people, which have appointed my land into their possession with the joy of all their heart, with despiteful minds, to cast it out for a prey. Prophesy therefore concerning the land of Israel, and say unto the mountains, and to the hills, to the rivers, and to the valleys, thus saith the Lord Yahweh power, behold, I have spoken in my jealousy and in my fury, because ye have borne the shame of the heathen. Therefore, thus saith the Lord Yahweh power, I have lifted up my hand, surely heathen that are about you, they shall bear their shame. But ye, O mountains of Israel, ye shall shoot forth your branches, and yield your fruit to my people of Israel, for they are at hand to come. Okay? The Lord is gathering the Israelites, and he let you heathen know, mainly you Edomites, okay? You thought you had a good thing going, man. Okay? You thought that the Lord was altogether as such as one of thyself, man. But he said he will reprove you, right? And he will set us in order before thine eyes, man. And you can't believe it. But guess what? As the scriptures say, you thought that the Lord was with you, man. But now you understanding that you have deceived yourself, man. In all your nation, okay, all your seeds. This is what they're saying. This is Jeremiah 16 and 19. O Yahweh, my strength and my fortress and my refuge, in the day of affliction, the Gentiles, you 17 heathen nations, shall come unto thee from the ends of the earth, and shall say, surely our fathers have inherited lies, vanity, and things wherein there is no pleasure. So now, all the heathen nations, starting with Esau, Edom, realizing that they have inherited lies, man. Okay? They was lied to. Your forefathers lied to you, man. Okay, all you heathen nations, your fathers lied to you, man. And we talking about you Esau, Edom, you Edomites, man. You have lied to your children. Your forefathers have lied to you, man. Because so-called Negro, Latinos, Native Americans, West Indian and Haitians are the chosen people of the Lord, man. Okay? And the Lord is coming back. The Lord is sending his son, Yahushua, to redeem the house of Israel, man. The elect on this side. And I'm going to close with this. This is Luke chapter 1, verse 68. And it reads, blessed be the Lord, Yahweh, Bahashim Yahushua, power of Israel, for he hath visited and redeemed his people, and have raised up an horn of salvation for us in the house of his servant David. If you don't come out of the loins of David, Abraham, Isaac, Jacob, down to David, you are not chosen for salvation, man. Period. Okay? And it tell you that in Romans the 9th chapter, man. Okay? If you don't come out of the line of David, man, you are not of the house of Israel, man. This is about Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob and the 12 patriarchs, man. Okay? And their seed. It's not about you heathens, man. And you can't come into this. Just like our forefathers said in Ezra the 4th chapter, man. This is only for the nation of Israel. Okay? This is the gathering of the elect, man. No other nation. What did James say? I'm going to close with this too. This is James 12 and 1. James 1 and 1. James, a servant of power of the Lord Yahushua Mashiach, to the 12 tribes which are scattered abroad. Greeting. And that's it, man. Okay? So, Lord, when it's edifying, got to give our praise to Yahweh, Ba'ashim Yahushua, Ba'ashim Rakakwadash, double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who rule well, who teach well, and the sincere salutation to all the argument, pushing this truth throughout the four winds of the earth, the entire world, waking up the hope for the elect. Shalom to the Agwa for listening and learning. Shalom.